Father's Day is a day to celebrate the dads and paternal figures in our lives, and one of the best dads on TV is no doubt the patriarch of the Belcher family, Bob Belcher, Jon Benjamin, of Bob's Burgers. Though he's a father of 3 and has unique relationships with Tina, Dan Mintz, and Eugene Mirman, his relationship with his youngest child, Louise, Kristen Schaal, is arguably the most special. Within the Belcher family, it's no secret that Louise is a daddy's girl through and through. In fact, it's revealed in a flashback in Season 3, Episode 10's mother-daughter laser razor that her first word was "dada," something that bothered Linda, John Roberts, in her attempts to bond with her daughter. Louise naturally gravitates to her father in the big and small moments of her life. For example, when she finally decides to learn to ride a bicycle after a mean juice truck owner runs over her tricycle in Season 8, Episode 8. As I walk through the alley of the shadow of ramps, she chooses Bob to teach her in a very sweet moment. Collider video of the day. Louise and Bob have their own special activities for father-daughter bonding. They both fall in love with the Hawk and Chick movies, a Japanese samurai film series starring a father and daughter team, itself a parody of the Lone Wolf and Cub series. When they actually meet Shinji Kojima, Keisuke Hawashi, in Season 5, Episode 20 Hawk and Chick, he tells them that he and his daughter Yuki, Suzy Nakamura, haven't spoken in years. Louise is really bothered by the fact that Yuki cut off communication with her father, fearing that she and her father will be estranged like her favorite movie stars. When she voices these concerns during their scheme to reunite Koji and Yuki, Bob reassures her that they'll never grow apart and not talk for 30 years. Her bond with her dad is important to her, something she doesn't want to lose, nor does she typically like to share these things out loud. Also, their honest yet public discussion of this encourages Koji and Yuki to reconcile. For the Belcher kid who seemingly doesn't care about the restaurant, Louise is much more protective than she lets on. She's deeply thoughtful and caring, and therefore, she lashes out when her space feels threatened. You see this in Season 5, Episode 10 Late Afternoon in the Garden of Bob and Louise. After Bob hires Louise's archenemy, Logan, Kurt Braunohler, to get access to the community garden, Louise is extremely bothered by this. Not only is Logan the boy who stole her signature bunny ears hat, but she views the restaurant as hers and her dad's special place. By having Logan there, it took that away from Louise. When she does reveal to him why this hurt her feelings, Bob does the right thing by Louise and lets her personally fire Logan from the restaurant, re-establishing it as Bob and Louise's sacred space. Bob is a dreamer. He has big dreams for the restaurant, even down to the small details of crafting the burger of the day. He has passed on this trait to all of his children, but it shines through the most in Louise. The youngest Belcher has a penchant for mischief, coming up with elaborate plans in an effort to get what she wants or get rich, sometimes both. Louise has turned their basement into a casino, stolen the chocolate supply off of a wine train, and profited off of Gene's one-man musical. Though he often shares his disapproval of these schemes, Bob also doesn't stop them either. In fact, it's through Louise that brings out his more adventurous side. For instance, in Season 3 Episode 22 Carpe Museum, Bob is the parent chaperone for the school trip to the museum. During this field trip, Louise and her field trip buddy, regular-sized Rudy, Brian Husky, go rogue by sneaking off to the Amazon exhibit. After Bob finds the two of them, Louise convinces him to let them stick around and explore the room. They goad each other on to finding fun things to occupy their time. As they do this, Louise lets it slip that she envisions herself running the family restaurant one day, after Tina and Gene put him in a retirement home, even hinting that her daddy is her hero. It's a fact Bob holds onto in a later season where Bob and Linda discuss which of their kids would be a better cook. Bob is convinced it will be Louise, further cementing that Louise is the apple of his eye. Besides her ability to dream big and follow through on her plans, Louise also inherited some of Bob's fears. We discover this in Season 10, Episode 20 Poops. I didn't do it again when it's revealed both Bob and Louise have anxiety about pooping in public bathrooms. At first, Bob tries to help avoid facing this fear by procuring laxatives for her. Later, he comes to pick her up from her overnight field trip to the aquarium when those laxatives finally start to go into effect. Bob also tells his daughter that he would come pick her up anytime anywhere, even during her own honeymoon. Instead, it's Louise that decides to face her fears when it means she can't partake in the shark feeding that she worked so hard for. When she begins to back out, Bob offers to also use the public bathroom, too. He knows how big of a step this is for his daughter, and he steps up to be strong for her even though he's also facing his fears. Her bravery inspires him to be courageous. When these two are working together, Bob and Louise bring out each other's creativity and drive to the benefit of everyone around them. For instance, by utilizing their love for Supreme Extreme Champions, they rally Louise's youth soccer team in their last game to score their first goal in Season 8, Episode 12 The Hurt Soccer. Though they were trying to get out of it initially, Bob and Louise start sympathizing for the team's losing streak and decide to give the team a chance to not be shut out. It also didn't hurt that Tina embraces being the no-nonsense assistant coach. Together, this father and daughter bring out the best in each other. They're both loyal and creative, and they each inspire the other to do the right thing. While their adventures bring out each other's daredevil tendencies, Bob and Louise matter a lot to each other. When their bond is highlighted, it makes for a great emotional moment, adding to the wholesome nature of the series. It's why Bob and Louise's relationship in Bob's Burgers stands apart from other parent-child relationships in the TV landscape.